Hi there, everyone. Sonia here from Sonia El Haj Coaching here on Facebook. Certified coactive coach and founder of the Free Butterfly Tribe here on Facebook. I hope everybody is ready. I am able to actually see your comments live this time, so I'm pretty much ready. I can see some of you joining already. Please let me know, of course, as usual, if you can hear me and everything. Just drop a comment or something. Okay, I can see both screens, so just drop an emoji or something, say hello, and we're gonna get started. This is really strange. I'm seeing myself play like 3 seconds late, you know, on my computer screen. But this is fine because I am able to see your comments as well. Excellent. So I'm just gonna give us a couple of minutes to settle down, and for anybody who hasn't joined us yet to join us. Okay, hi Maggie, I see someone, I see other people, but I don't know who you are, so say hello, or drop us something whenever you can, okay? Thank you so much. And if you have any question, even during the live, please feel free to ask, either, hi, I can see some likes already, hi guys. So drop us a question or a comment if you want, either publicly here in the comment section, or if you want to ask privately, just send me a message on the page, Sonia El Haj Coaching on Facebook. Okay, welcome everyone. This is our live stream, our weekly live stream. So this is video number 6. So exciting, really exciting. I have been really having a lot of fun with this, and I hope you're enjoying it too. If you do miss this for some reason, you have to leave early, you can always catch the replays on the page or on YouTube. Okay, on the new YouTube channel, which is also called Sonia El Haj Coaching. All right, so I think I'm gonna get started, and feel free to join in whenever you want. Hi Coco. Anybody who wants me, because we still have just a couple minutes to allow other people to join in, and we have a couple minutes, so if you want me to send you the flow sheet that I talked about in the reminder, please let me know, and I will send it as a reply to your message. If you send me a message on the page, I can just reply with a copy of the flow sheet. Okay. In any case, it doesn't matter if you don't have it. You can follow still and use just a piece of paper. An A4 paper will do. Any notepad will do. Is fine. So just make sure that you grab a notebook or a piece of paper now, and a pencil or pen, so that you are ready. Okay, the format is going to be a little bit different because I want you to start interacting with the content, and I want you to try to answer some questions, and then take your time after the video to do the exercise fully. So give yourself later on 1 hour or 2 hours, you know, of relaxed, uninterrupted time with a coffee or tea, and try it, because we're not going to have enough time to allow ourselves to go in depth into the exercises and the questions. So it's really important to have that time, to give that time to yourself. Okay. All right. So I can see more of you now online. So please say hi, drop a comment if you have a question, as usual. Thank you for everyone who said hi. If you have a question or comment, as usual, either privately by message on the page. If you have a specific question, if you want to say hi, that's fine. You know, you can just say hi here on the comments, or yeah, so by message or by comment. Okay. All right. So let's get started. So our topic today is about New Year. We have a couple of weeks only until the beginning of the new year. And it's a time of, there are lots of things happening, basically. Many of us kind of get into the, you know, the bandwagon of, I have to have resolutions. What are your resolutions? And we are comparing, you know, our resolutions with others, and we're trying to kind of, you know, get onto that kind of, you know, energy and rush of, you know, feeling better because I have resolutions. And that's all fun, but today I'm here to tell you why I hate New Year resolutions. I stopped making resolutions, and what I believe I find is more useful to do instead. Okay? So here's how this is going to go today. I'm going to talk about which type of resolutions I'm talking about, okay? Not just any type of resolutions. Hi, everyone who's just joining. So I will talk about a specific type of resolutions that many of us fall into the trap of making. It's a trap, okay? So I will explain what type of resolutions I'm talking about today. And then I'm going to explain why I do not like this type of resolutions by presenting 3 problems. And then we're going to flow easily into the exercise. Oh, lots of emojis and things. Thank you. Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. Thank you for being here. And then the last part, we're going to transition beautifully and smoothly into. Hi, Suhir. Thank you, guys. Thank you for all the comments. Thank you. So we're going to transition at the end into the exercise I mentioned. So if you do not have this, it's fine. I can send it to you. I will upload it after the video. But, you know, when it's time for this exercise, you can just use an A4 piece of paper. That's all. So make sure that you have something to write on for later. A notepad and pen or pencil. Okay? All right. So for whoever just joined, Sonia here from Sonia El Haj Coaching, certified coactive life coach and founder of the Free Butterfly Tribe here on Facebook. And today our live stream is about resolutions, New Year resolutions, okay? So those decisions that we make during the month of September, and we want to fix the last year and go into the new year with, you know, and achieve new things, basically, okay? So let's get started. So how long? I want to really make sure that we are okay with time, because I have a record of, I love talking to you, so I have a record of going way over time, okay? I cannot really see the time. Hi, Fariha. Hi, guys. Hi, Sahar. Okay. All right. Okay. So, why do I, okay, which type of resolutions I'm talking about first, okay? Because, you know, many of you probably make, you know, plans. They call them resolutions, but they make really great plans and they make them happen. And they have a great year. And why not? It's fine, you know? I'm not here to tell you, hey, don't plan your year. That's not what I'm talking about, okay? Here is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about those temporary decisions and actions that you take or decide on during the month of December, usually, with all that rush of the year finishing and all of that sometimes, feeling of, oh, the whole year has gone, the whole 2017 is finished and I haven't done anything, or I haven't lost the weight I wanted to lose, or hi Claudia, or I didn't achieve what I wanted to achieve, I didn't get that job that I wanted, I didn't get that promotion I wanted, I didn't start the project I wanted to start, whatever it is. So there is usually this energy of lack, of failure, like negativity, where we feel, oh, we lost the whole year. So the energy behind it is one of is a negative one, where we believe that we did not have a good year, and we try to punish ourselves by making new resolutions to make this year a better one and correct the previous one. So we are here building on an energy, on an empty energy, an energy of negativity, sometimes of guilt, sometimes of regret, and all of that. So I believe this is not a good, productive, positive place to start from, in the first place. So hi Khadija, hi Raymond, Tina as well, hi everyone. So if you have any questions anytime during the video, please, hi Sarah, please feel free to ask with a comment or a private message. It's fine. Okay, so those are the resolutions I'm talking about. They are spur of the moment things. They are temporary. So usually we make them in December, and we do take the action, or we start that program, or we start that fitness, whatever, and then we stop. It doesn't work out for us, and then we leave it in a month or two. So by February, it's all gone. It's finished. It doesn't mean anything to us anymore. So this is not a sustainable way to strategize or envision or dream or plan your year. This is non-sustainable, it's temporary, it's finished as quickly as it comes. So with these kind of resolutions, usually, we are usually imitating others. So I hear someone is going to join some kind of new fitness craze, so I feel the urgency, I feel the pressure to do the same thing, even though it may not be the right choice for me, it may not be the right program for me, I may not like it, simply. And also these resolutions are things that are not things that stem from a place of clarity for us. They're not things that we simply want to do. We don't want to do them. So there is the energy behind them of, this resolution, I have to have these, I have to have them, there's a lot of pressure. So these kind of resolutions are not based in a clear vision of what I want. They're not centered, and they're not anchored, not based on a clearer, bigger vision for myself, for what my life is, or where I want to be, who I want to be, okay? What I want to build, okay? So this leads to the fact that there is no meaning to these actions. There is no meaning. They are just things that we feel the pressure to do because everybody else is doing something, in December. They are like all, they want to feel better about the new year, so they make hasty decisions that they don't feel connected to, okay? So there is no meaning. And we all know that when there is no meaning to the action or to the choice you're making, it fizzles out quickly, it disappears, it dissipates, okay? Because there's no real investment in it. There's no meaning. It doesn't really give us true fulfillment or happiness. Okay, it doesn't take us where we truly want to be. So again, just like last time in the other live stream, I mentioned the importance of getting clear with who you are in your center and what you want and your vision, etc., etc. It's the same thing for New Year resolutions and plans and things like that. When you want to strategize, you don't start with the actions. You start with the bigger vision, with the purpose, okay? And then it boils down to the actions. It becomes easier to decide on the actions. So, and also sometimes with New Year resolutions, what I've noticed, and, you know, see with yourself if you have noticed this as well on yourself or on others. Sometimes it's a question of wanting to belong. You know, you want to be part of a group. You want to be part of something else. Because you are, you know, usually, you know, seeking meaning, you know, seeking to feel important and to feel impact in your life, feel resonance in your life. But sometimes we do it in a way that doesn't really work, that doesn't serve us, okay? So we just do things like others do them so that we feel like we belong, okay? We are right. All right. Now, so what is wrong with this type of resolutions, okay? There are three problems as I see it. Number one, and I think I discussed this a little bit already in the introduction. The focus here is on the what and the how. By the what, I mean the goals, what I want to achieve, the goals, okay? These can be monthly goals for your business or for your life or for your wellness or whatever area, okay? And the how is the actions you take, the steps you take. And they could be very, very, very small. They could be something, you know, probably like booking a trip, you know, reading one page from a book that is important. You know, they can be very, very small actions or steps, okay? So the focus usually that we have, which really doesn't serve us, is on the how and on the what. We start at the end, okay? So what happens is we ignore the why. The why is very important. Bonjour Faten, hi. So we focus on the how and the what, and we ignore the why, which is very important. Our purpose. Okay, the bigger purpose. Why am I here? What is it that makes me alive? That makes me just alive? You know, what makes me fulfilled, happy, really satisfied, and really, really resonant and present in this world? How do I impact the best? How do I bring life to everything around me and everyone around me? Okay, and this, what we call, you know, what many coaches call life purpose, is something that you need, if you're really serious about delving into it, you need to invest time, okay, and energy into delving into that, okay, and clarifying it for yourself if it's not clear yet. So today we're not really going to go into depth, you know, with this, with life purpose, because it's really beyond the scope of a live stream video. But in the future, we probably will. So for now, the first problem with New Year resolutions is that we focus on the end action, okay? And we ignore the why. And this makes us focused on the appearance, the looks, the... We're not really going into the deep core of what we want, okay? So things come and go, and we end up, you know, frustrated because it doesn't really bring us real fulfillment or real meaning, okay? And that's one of the reasons I personally think that New Year resolutions don't last. They also, I feel like they, you know, many times it's about looking good, like how many followers am I going to have on my Facebook? Or how many kilos am I going to lose? And because I want to look like someone, or I want to be able to wear this specific thing, okay? So it's led by ego, the ego, okay? So it's not led by the heart and what makes us truly happy inside. Okay, problem number 2. The energy behind a New Year resolution, okay? When the energy is one of urgency, when you find yourself telling yourself, I have to do this within 3 months, or by this time, or I must do this, or time is running out, or I have to do it, so and so did it already, and I have to do it too, and I still haven't done it, whatever it is, you know. For some people it could be getting married. For others it's having a child. For others it's getting a promotion or getting a position like someone else, traveling to a specific place that someone else has traveled to, or look in a certain way, or whatever. Okay, so when you find yourself having, saying, oh, I have to do this, I must do this, time is running out, if you find the energy is one that is urgent, there is stress to it, I feel like I'm running out of time, I have to do it quickly, and it doesn't feel grounded, it doesn't feel really convincing to me on a deep level, deep down. When I feel that, and when I'm comparing myself with others and looking at others for validation and constantly competing with them, that is a really, really bad New Year resolution, because again, the urgency is not somewhere positive and productive where we can build from, okay? And it makes us feel bad. So I don't know, you probably noticed, but in your own life or for many people, they start with a resolution, they do it. For example, losing weight. This is a huge one. Many people, go into a crazy program or a diet. They do it for 2 months or 3 months. They lose a whole bunch of weight and they're feeling miserable in the process. And then when they finish, they get a high and their ego is really, really pumped and all of that. And then they get to that point and they're like, okay, now what? I don't feel any happier. I still feel urgent. I still feel like I have to look like someone else yet. I am miserable, just like I started. And then eventually, and this is a whole other, topic, weight and all of that, they end up more miserable, and many times they crash and they regain weight and they feel more miserable and less confident because they did that on an energy of urgency, and it's not exactly really what brings them true fulfillment. Okay. All right. So problem 1 is ignoring the why. Problem 2 is the energy behind resolutions. It's not an energy of happiness, peace, relaxation. There's no, it's not fulfilling a real need or a real, a feeling that you want to feel. Okay. And then problem number 3. New Year resolutions, I have noticed that they disappear the same way they come, quickly. Have you noticed that sometimes, we start with a resolution and then, we pour our heart and soul into it. And then it's finished, in 2 months it's finished. And then we get that sugar rush. It's like when, this is of course a bad way to manage our energy, by taking, treats and sugary treats and, candy and things like that, sugar basically. So what happens is that we get a sugar rush, we go on a high, and then what happens is that we don't keep that energy, we crash. Okay, and then we do the same thing again. So it's like this. It's like, rush, crash, rush, crash, rush, crash. To me, it's the same thing with New Year resolutions. They're not sustainable because there's no real investment. and there's no, like with sugar, there's no nutrition. There's zero nutrition. There's only harm to your health. Okay, so they're not sustainable. There's no real investment on our part, and they are seen in this case, within this analogy, as quick fixes to a problem or to us feeling down or bad. Okay, so they become like sugary treats. So we think, oh, 2017 was bad, let me fix it, let me just set some crazy New Year resolution and then crash again in a couple months. Okay, so this brings us to the last stage of today, and I have made some kind of challenge for myself today to finish on time, and we're doing better this time. But that's okay. So I can see lots of highs and comments. Thank you guys, so much. Thank you. It's so lovely. So let's move on to the last part. Obviously, you don't have this, so please take a piece of paper. I'll give you a couple minutes. Take a piece of paper, A4, just a regular paper, notepad, pen or pencil, and when you're ready, draw a table with 5 rows and 5 columns. Okay, so kind of like this. All right, so I will have a sip of water while you get that. And if you have any question, if something is not clear, please let me know in the comment section or by message. All right. Okay, so when you're ready, and of course I can share the flow sheet with you. If you send me a message on the page, I can send you the PDF file, okay? All right, for now, here's what we're gonna do, guys. So this is what I'm calling Sonia's 2018 unresolution flow sheet. So it's not called flow sheet for no reason. It's called flow sheet because instead of making resolutions, abrupt ones, quick ones, meaningless ones that finish as soon as they start, we're going to ease and flow more easily into the new year. So this simple handout is meant to guide you into that. So hopefully you find it useful. So today is a little bit different because I'm gonna, try to guide you into this exercise, but it's not enough actually to dedicate the next, 5-10 minutes to doing this. I really recommend that you sit down, have an hour or two, and really, really go deeper into it. You know how now, what I think about New Year resolutions, they're hasty, they are shallow, they are quick fixes. So the answer is not to do something quickly. The answer is to start going deep, delving deep, listening to yourself, questioning things, okay? And the only person who can do that for you is you, okay? So so do try it, okay? So this is what it's called. Oh, okay, it's not really the right direction, so it's fine. So it's called Sonia's 2018 unresolution flow sheet, okay? So if you want a copy of this, of the PDF, just send me a message on the page, that's all. Just tell me I want a copy, that's all. Okay, all right, so let's get started. So you have 5 rows and 5 columns. Start with the first column, okay, on the left, on your left. So this first column is called Make Friends, or Make Peace with 2017, sorry. So making friends with the year that has passed, okay? I hear many of us all the time say, oh, 2017 was horrible, and all kinds of ideas are floating around, and how 2018 is going to be, and let's just kind of make predictions and crazy things like that. Well, here's the thing. The year is going to be the way you design it, okay? The year is going to be the way you declare to yourself how it's going to be. That's all. You make that decision, okay? Nobody else will make that decision for you, all right? So that's what we're going to do, through this activity, okay? You're going to start flowing, through last year, through now, into the new year. All right. So, first of all, we all carry stuff from the past. Let's focus on 2017. So, if you are carrying, maybe, problems, failures, things that happened, a problem that you had with someone, a breakup, a problem, you lost something, you made something that you call a mistake, because I don't believe in mistakes. It's very important that we start making peace with that, okay? So let's make friends with 2017 and forgive 2017, okay? Let's try to ease and relieve some tension and some negative energy around the year that has passed. All right, so let's start. So the first row, remember you have 5 rows, okay? So in the first row, you have make peace with 2017. The 4 rows, you have 4 things. The first one, celebrations, okay? What do I mean by this? I want you to celebrate 3 successes and 3 failures, okay? So you write down 1, 2, 3 successes, 1, 2, 3 failures. And of course, we don't have time now to go deeply into this. You need to do this on your own and have fun with it. Enjoy it. But, okay, you will say, okay, I can celebrate successes. That's fine. And please don't pressure yourself to make it huge. Anything small, maybe you learned how to cook something. Maybe, you got in touch with someone that you've been disconnected from. It could be something big or something small. It's fine, okay? So celebrate things. Celebrate, okay? Very important. And then why should we celebrate failure? Okay, it's very important to start celebrating failure. Failure and falling are part of the process. I want you to just relieve yourself from this pressure, self-pressure of not making mistakes, because it's going to happen, okay? And it's going to happen for the rest of our lives. It is impossible not to make mistakes and fail at some things, okay? Why should we celebrate them? It's because they get us moving, they get us learning about ourselves, what works for us, what doesn't work for us, maybe. And it gets us moving, we keep learning, okay? So with those 3 failures, I would like you to please inquire about those failures. For each one, I want you to think about this question. What opened up from that failure? What opened up? What became possible, perhaps? Okay? What was the relief? What was relieved? What was liberated? Okay? What was liberated? Many times, for example, many people get used to interacting with one person in a certain way. They are afraid of having a conversation with a specific person. And then they try it once, and then it's really important. It's really important. Maybe it doesn't really work the way you want it to work, but when you try it, you gain confidence. Okay? You try it once, even if it doesn't work out. You give yourself the chance to try it again. So it opens up and it relieves that fear. It alleviates that fear a little bit, okay? It's a little bit less you know, sort of strong, okay? So what opened up? What was liberated after that fear? Sorry, after that failure, okay? All right. So those are the celebrations, okay? And the next row, I'm going to show you again, although it's not the right direction on the screen, you know, but that's the first row right here, okay? Celebrations. And then the second one will be energy. All right. So what do I mean by this? I want you to just feel into it, not think. Don't think, okay? Feel into the energy of last year. For you, how was your life? How was your energetic space? And by energy, I mean the feelings that you felt most of the time, okay? Mainly, what were you feeling most of the time? Were you worried most of the time? Were you tired most of the time? Focus on those things that you did not like, because those are the things that you want to change, to shift for yourself. Okay, so focus more on those things. If you felt like you were upset all the time, angry all the time, fatigued, burnt out, maybe if you were really, really joyful and having fun, great, that's fine. That's fine too. You know, maybe you want to think about ways to spread more of that joy, okay? Or, you know, increase that joy in your life and other people's lives. Okay. Okay, so that's energy. So do not think too hard. Just write down 3 things. Okay. And of course, we don't have enough time now, but I will leave you with the exercise so that you can do it on your own. I'm just walking you through it. Okay. The next one is the language. Language is very important. The thoughts that we translate into words. What did you find yourself talking about, you know, mainly in the last year? What was the theme, you know, for you? What were the words that you were using all the time? For example, you know, many people would have conversations all the time about how bad the economy is, or how how the weather is horrible, or you know, how you know, there are no good people out there anymore. You know, all of these, you know, negative things that are, you know, based on a scarcity mentality. You know, if you find yourself, okay, think about it. Think about the sum of your conversations with people. What do you mainly talk about? Okay, what are the words that you use all the time? Okay, is it, you know, do you use language of not enough, you know, bad, negative, not enough, etc., etc., or what kind of language do you use? Okay. Okay, so first we had celebrations, then energy. What is the energy, okay, of last year? The feelings, the emotions present mainly. How do you get home every day? How are you feeling every day? The language that you use, thoughts and words, you know, the thoughts, the ideas, and how they're translating into language. What are you talking about? And then the last one is lessons. So 3 lessons, learnings, okay? Things that you learned, maybe about yourself, maybe about relationships, maybe about your career or work, okay? Yes, Suhair, I will, of course. So lessons, okay? So no matter what, you know, if you really, really allow yourself, you will find that you learned lots of things. Way more than 3 lessons. But I want you to focus it more and really, really kind of look and deepen your connection with those 3 points of learning, okay, that you had in 2017, okay? I'll give you one example. I learned lots of things last year, and one of them, and this, of course, you know, I say it with confident vulnerability. One thing was that I'll give you a little bit of a background about me. I am someone whose strengths and talents revolve around doing things. Okay, I love creating new things. I go for things. I look forward. I create things. So that makes me get attracted to lots of projects and lots of ideas. I have ideas all the time. However, this can affect me in a way that it can overwhelm me and it can burn me out. Okay, so I've had to learn in 2017 to manage my energy better. Okay, thank you, Fariha. I hope you're enjoying it. That, you know, I learned in 2017 to manage my energy better. It's not about managing your time. It's about managing your energy, and to focus more on fewer things and deepen those things instead of allowing, you know, different things to attract me and get my attention. So that's one learning for me in 2017, and I'm really, really grateful to 2017 for that learning. And there are lots of things. So I am, certain that you will find things. Okay. All right. Very good. Now, the first column was about making peace, making friends, forgiving, 2017. And through that, you're forgiving yourself as well. You are moving, you're flowing with that past, okay? You're alleviating the pressure of that time, okay? So in that column, we did 4 things. So what you're gonna need to do is 4 things. Celebrate your successes, failures, and then the energy of that year. What are the bad, the heavy, negative energies and emotions that were present, that were too present and that you don't want, really, you know? That you would like to probably change, okay, into the new year. And then the language that you use. This language translates and shows what kind of thoughts are happening in your brain, okay? And of course, language is very important. It's very powerful. What you say creates your reality, okay? The conversations and the people you surround yourself with and you invest in creates your reality. Okay, so if you surround yourself with, I don't know, angry people, of course, Maggie, of course, if you surround yourself with angry people, you're gonna have an energy of anger all the time around you, and it's gonna affect you, and it's going to be, where you are. Okay, so it's really important to look at the language that you're using and the ideas that you choose to live in, and what you are choosing to allow into your life. Okay, and then lastly, the lessons you learned. Okay, all right. So so far I am losing the challenge, and we are we're out of time, but I'm going to continue quickly, and please just drop me a message if you want me to send you the flow chart so that you can go and delve into it and have fun with it. Okay, so the second column has 2 wheels like that only. So this is what we call the wheel of life. Many of you have seen it. You know, many coaches use it. It's really a wonderful activity. I love this activity. And in this wheel of life, there are different wedges. Usually it's 8, you know, sometimes less. You can use it any way you want to. Here, I put only 4, okay? So each wedge represents an area of your life. So what I want you to do is write down 4 areas of your life that you want to focus on in this activity, that are your top 4 priorities, okay, that you want to shift this coming year, okay? Of course, Fariha, of course, I will send you a copy. And let me give you some examples of areas. It could be money. It could be professional development. It could be personal development, romantic relationships, marriage, family, wellness and well-being and fitness, health, It could be work. It could be your home life, okay? Hobbies, joy, fun in your life, okay? 4 areas. I wanted you to just kind of, you know, focus on 4 so that you don't feel overwhelmed, okay? And for each one, I want you to rate your level of satisfaction from 0 to 10. So 0 is in the middle, okay? All right? Very nice intention, Suhir. More money, please. Yes. Yes. Let's think in terms of abundance, and so that we can attract what we want, not think about the lack of it, okay? Thinking about what you do want and investing and talking about what you do want brings you more of what you want. Talking about what we don't have and what we don't want brings us more of that. So talk about and invest energy and feel into what you do want, okay? Very important. Lovely intention. Please, anyone who wants to share their intention and what they want, go for it. Put it in the comments. All right. So, yeah, so 4 areas. It could be any of those for you, okay? Trust your intuition. Don't overthink it. Put them down quickly. This wheel of life is done in 2 minutes, okay? So don't give in to your brain and overthink everything. So 4 areas. Rate your level of satisfaction, your happiness, how happy you are with this area, from 0 to 10. 0 being unhappy completely, 10 being very, very happy, extremely happy, very fulfilled there, okay? And then put a line, you know, in that wedge, representing your level of satisfaction. And then, so it could be like 5 and 7, 3, 4, 10, 9, it could be anywhere. And then go down to the second circle, wheel of life, and rate and put the number of where you want to be in those same 4 areas, okay? So for example, if in the first one you put wellness or well-being, now you feel you are at a 5. In 2018, where do you want to be? And trust yourself. Maybe you want to be at an 8. Maybe at a 10, I don't know, maybe at 100. Yeah, so really whatever feels good to you, okay? It's really, really about what you want, okay? Very important, you know, and this is you know, the focus of today. On resolutions, okay? It's about what you do want deep down, how you want to feel, okay? Not about just a quick thing that, you know, is gonna disappear in a month or 2. All right, then, so this is where you are. Very important to connect to where you are now and how you want to improve those areas, those top 4 priorities. Then in the next column, okay, the third one, I called it the New Year on resolutions, in with the new. So now, based on where the lessons learned from 2017, and based on where we are right now, we are going to flow into 2018. So, what do I mean here? There are 4 things here, 4 columns, okay? So this one right here. So the first column, the first row, or the first box, is about, I can see myself doing it there now on the other screen, it's energy. So what do I mean here? You know, in 2017, for example, I felt, you know, tired all the time. For example, okay? How do I want to feel? What energy do I want to have in my life in 2018? Okay? Very simple. It's really simple. It's not about anyone else and what they think for you, what they want you to have or to feel or to be, okay? It's about what you want, okay? So instead of being fatigued, maybe you want to be more relaxed, okay? You want to feel more joy in your life. You want to slow down. You want, you know, less speed in your life. I don't know. Really connect. Just ask yourself that question. What do I want and how do I want to feel? Okay? So what is the energy that you want to create in 2018? And once you set that intention, you will make it happen. Okay? So get clear on that. Now, let's say I was burnt out in 2017, fatigued, tired. So I want to be more relaxed. I want to really have more ease in my life, relaxation in my life. Okay, I want to slow down in my life. So, in 2 small columns, I want you to write a few things. In order to create that new energy of relaxation, of slowing down, of peace maybe, or whatever, or ease, what will I say yes to, and what will I say no to? Okay? So what do I mean by this? Let me give you some examples here. Let's say, as an example, I was burnt out, fatigued, tired in 2017. That was one of the main energies, that year. So now I want to feel ease, I want an energy of relaxation. I want to be relaxed, and I want to flow and be relaxed, and I want more joy in my life. I want to slow down. I want things to be slow. Okay? So what will I say yes to? I will say yes to invitations to spend time with people who are relaxed, activities that are relaxing. Okay? I will say no to new projects, certain projects, even if they are, and this is something I did, by the way, quite recently. Okay, I had to say no, and sometimes this means that you change your mind, and you have to change your mind sometimes. Life will change. If you feel like you're going back into that same energy, for example, of, let's say, negativity or burnout or whatever, you have the responsibility to do something about that. You have the responsibility to not let it happen. Okay, that's your responsibility to manage that and create what you want. So write a list of things that you will say yes to in order to create that new energy that you want, and a list of things that you will say no to. Okay? So the next row, or the next box under that, is what needs to change in order for me to be able to create this new energy and say yes to these things, and I will say no to these things. What needs to change? Perhaps my relationship with my friends has to change. The way I receive or communicate or connect to my manager has to change. Okay, there has to be a different way to do things. So this means that perhaps I have to have a new conversation. I have to ask for a meeting. To start changing or shifting the way things are done. Okay. And the last box here in this column is, what will I give myself permission to do or to be? What do I need permission for? A lot of the time, we do things out of guilt, out of habit, because they've always been done that way, and we are sometimes waiting, for someone to give us permission to change something or to do something. And what we don't realize is that sometimes that person that needs to give us permission is us. It's me, it's myself. Okay? So what will I give myself permission to do? So for example, for me, more recently, I gave myself permission to change my mind about something, about a project. Okay? And that brought me a bad reaction from someone and toxicity from someone, and that's fine. That's fine. If you do not live your truth, you will always be stuck in the same place, and you will end up with resentment because you haven't expressed what is the best for you, how you want to be, So give yourself permission to change your mind, for example. Or maybe you need to give yourself permission to say no. Perhaps you're someone who people rely on too much, you know. This happens all the time, you know. A lot of people do this. They do everything for others, and, you know, they're always there, and they are the ones who always cook and plan and drive, and they do everything, you know. And then they end up burnt out and resentful, okay, because they're not really giving themselves permission to give themselves a break, you know. So yeah, so that's the third column. Now quickly on to the last column, and I called it flowing into 2018. It's not really about actions. Actions are there, you know, they will come, you know, they're very easy to come when you clarify the energy you want, when you clarify the vision you have, when you clarify the emotions that you want less of and the emotions that you want more of, okay? Actions will follow, okay? So in the last column, there are four boxes. Now, the last column is about, okay, I want to tell you here just 3 things about this column. Why unresolutions again, okay? Number 1, it's because, hi Hajar, thank you very much, thank you. Feel free to watch the beginning, the replay, if you have missed the replay, the live. So number 1, unresolutions are, you know, stem from all of that work that we have been doing in this handout, the flow sheet, okay? It's about celebrations, energy, language, lessons, change, permissions, etc. Okay? So they're anchored in a clearer vision, and they're anchored, you know, on they come from your inner wisdom. Okay? That's number 1. So, and number 2, why are they good to have or to set on resolutions? It's because they are sustainable. They're not based on, you know, a decision that will last for 2 months. It's not a quick plan. It's not a quick fix, you know, to a problem. And it's not someone else's idea. Okay? And number 3, unresolutions, and this is my favorite. If you take anything from today's live stream, and if you don't do the PDF, the flow sheet, please remember this. Unresolutions, what I call unresolutions, are basically when they don't work, it's not a disaster. Okay? It's not a disaster, it's fine. Okay? Because when they don't work, they give us more wisdom, they give us more information for what we're going to do next. Okay? Unresolutions, actions based on the stuff that we were talking about, allow us to move forward no matter what. Okay? With resolutions that I was talking about, especially at the beginning of today's video, are based on things that we don't necessarily want, but they're based on urgency, etc. Remember that? So when they don't work, we feel worse. Okay? We feel we are less than others. Oh, maybe they made it happen, I couldn't, so there's something wrong with me. So we blame ourselves, we feel guilt, we feel this and that. So my unresolutions are anchored in a clearer vision and wisdom. They are sustainable, and they are not as a disaster when they don't work. So based on this last point, I want you to write down what you want to let go of. Let go. Bye-bye. Forgive. Let go in 2017. Okay? It could be you're still angry at someone. Someone did something to you. It could be that you are angry with yourself for some kind of mistake, you know, that you consider a mistake. It could be that you wanted to lose a specific, you know, amount of weight, and you decided on a random, you know, number of kilos, and you kept trying and trying and trying and trying, and you created that urgency for yourself, and now you cannot do it, and then you're feeling worse and worse and worse every time. So maybe it's time to let go, you know, of the way and the energy that you're giving to that, you know, weight loss goal of yours or resolution of yours. Okay, it's time to bring in a new way, you know, of feeling about this. Okay, so what are you willing to let go of? What do you need to let go of, you know, from 2017 in order to create space and move into and flow into 2018? Okay, so based on all of this, and this is the last part, here's what I want you to do. So the last column says flowing into 2018, and it's the last one here. So what will you let go of here? And then right here you have 3-month focus. Okay, so I am really against planning for the whole year. You can have a vision and strategize, it's fine, you know, but in terms of your life always changes. It's always in motion. Okay, and it changes for the rest of our existence. So we cannot stay attached to a certain plan and, you know, see things changing around us and we are still stuck in the same place. That is no longer working. Things change all the time. So we have to give ourselves permission to change and flow with those changes. Okay, so planning for a whole year is a bit overwhelming. So what I suggest is having a focus for the 3 months that are coming. Let's say January, February, March, and focusing on that only for that month. Okay? So for example, in the month of January, perhaps I will focus on my wellness. You know, February, I know that I will, for example, leave my job, you know, in the next whatever month. So I start, you know, looking for another job or whatever it is I need to do. Or I want, you know, to get a new position in my job. So I have to start learning a new skill, for example. So I focus on that month. Okay? So you gain momentum and you really deepen your action, you know, within that focus. All right? Because, you know, let's face it, you know, our brain gets overwhelmed very quickly. And multitasking and taking on too many things at the same time does not work. You know, we all know this by now. Okay? It leads to overwhelm. It leads to more confusion, more frustration with ourselves, and we feel worse. And remember, how do you want to feel in 2018? Go back to column number 3. Okay, so if that huge plan gives you stress and it doesn't give you the energy that you want to have, then, you know, throw it away. You know, you don't need it. If it's not serving you, it doesn't belong in your life. All right? Of course I will hajar. Of course. Hi, Ola. So 3 months, that's what I would recommend. Have a focus for each. You know, from, you know, based on those new energies, those areas that you want to improve, and then brainstorm some actions, changes, things that you want to have change. And then the actions or the steps you will take will come from those, you know, those real, true, deep desires that you have. Okay? So brainstorm some actions. And make a plan if you want for that month. It's fine. A month is not that long. But allow yourself to have a focus and go deeper with it. Okay? And here's one thing I'm going to leave you with in terms of making things happen and taking action. Don't forget to, you know, think about what kind of energy and what kind of emotion or feeling is this step or action going to bring. If, for example, my focus, let's say for month 1 is fitness, okay, and I am a person who doesn't like to work out on my own, or let's say I don't like to work with a personal trainer, okay, or I don't like to go to the gym, okay, And I've tried it before and it just doesn't work for me, you know. It makes me feel too pressured, too alone. I don't know. Yeah. It really depends on how you feel, your preferences. So, and then, you know, other people may pressure you to do that. Oh, aren't you doing that? You have to do it with us, etc. So you feel that pressure, and then you may make a decision based on that pressure. Please don't. Just feel into that action, that decision. Does it feel good to you? Is it going to create the energy that you want? Maybe you want an energy of more joy. You want more music in your life. You want more fun in your life. You want more social, you know, life. So perhaps your choice is to, you know, join group classes, you know, group fitness classes where there is more music and choreography and more people around and more, you know, fun and, you know, interactions, you know. So maybe you'll go for that. And also, I would really invite you to let go a little bit of the timeline. You can have a timeline, it's fine. But try to let go of of being attached to specific results. Because when life again happens, and the universe will throw opportunities at you. So if you keep yourself limited in a box where, okay, I have to have this exact thing happen, and then it doesn't happen, it's very important that you don't get frustrated with life and yourself and everything and tell yourself, hey, this is not working, I'd better let go of it. The thing is, when your actions are stemming from and anchored in that clear vision of what you want to feel, what energy you want to bring to the new year, etc., etc., what happens is you take action and you start creating more of that energy. And then the universe or the divine order or whatever you believe in will bring in, you know, its own help. Okay? It will flow with you. You take one step, the universe will take 1,000 steps for you. Okay? So sorry, the video got interrupted for a bit, but you know, we have 2 minutes and we're done. So please allow the universe to do its job, because you know it's there waiting for you to wake up to your purpose, to wake up to the meaning of your life, and to meet, you know, that meaning, and to start, you know, translating it and expressing it in the real world, in the physical world. Okay, when you are not centered in that, okay, you're giving the message to the universe out there that you don't want, you know, that, you know, meaning. Okay, so flexibility is important. Okay, you can brainstorm actions and then change. It's fine. You know, you can just, you know, flow. That's my theme here. Okay, flowing with ease. Okay. It's not about, okay, setting rigid resolutions, and then when they don't work, we have to punish ourselves and feel bad and all of that stuff. Okay? So flexibility is key here. Yes, so you can have your vision for the whole year. I just have some notes here to finish. Have your goals and plans for shorter periods of time so you don't get overwhelmed, 1 to 3 months. And then actions should be for the week. Okay, take one action for the week, you know, towards your purpose or your goal. Okay, you will feel better instead of overwhelming yourself with such a huge, you know, plan or, you know, resolution or, you know, specific outcome, and then get disappointed in the process. Okay, so please try to do this. Only then, after you do this kind of thing and connect, you know, or something similar, and connect, you know, and clarify what you want, how you want to feel, what is the energy you want to create, what are your priorities, what you want to improve, etc. Only then you can choose actions that align with who you are. Okay? Thank you so much for joining me live. I have lost the challenge of keeping to the time. And that's fine, you know. I celebrate this failure because I had fun with you. I will right now send you the flow chart, the flow sheet, those who asked. Thank you so much for joining live. I am just making sure that there is no question. If there is, I will get back to you. There may be some messages. Yes, thank you so much. Have a happy, fulfilled, focused, easy 2018. And oh, I love it, Ola. I think, you know, you did the last part. Maybe, you know, it could be your last part, which is write down your top 3 words. You know, after you do this exercise, write down your top 3 words for 2018. Okay, what do you want your focus 3 words to be? So, for example, Ola wrote down that she loved flexibility, flow, and she said, I love this. So, you know, so things like that, yeah? For me, it's definitely freedom, flow, and ease. Definitely, okay? Yeah. Hajar, we need to hear other videos. Oh, yes, thank you, Hajar. This is actually our 6th video, number 6. Everything is on the page. So if you don't follow or like the page, which is Sonia El Haj Coaching, please do. And you will find the replays there. And you will also find the replays on YouTube. The YouTube channel is the same thing, Sonia El Haj Coaching. So thank you, Hajar, and everyone who joined live. And I can't wait to see you next time. Please, everyone, if you do this, and yes, Hajar, I will. If you do this exercise and then at the end come up with your 3 focus words, please share them with us, okay? And I will do that now myself, okay? When I share the video, okay? Thank you so much. I will see you next week. Bye.